What's up, guys? Tuesday afternoon. A little bit chilly out here. West winds 15, gust to 20. Water is not mud like it was yesterday. It's cleaning up, so tomorrow afternoon there should be some pompano along the beach if the water hasn't pushed the cold temps haven't pushed them out here, which I don't think they will. Not one day. It'll take sustained cold to really get them out of here. That's about as far as I've seen the tide out on this pier. And this is with it coming in for an hour and a half. Just saw a bunch of mullet right here in the surf getting chased by what looked like bluefish. So the mullet are still here. Sure, the sand fleas are still here, but I'm not really getting wet today. A little too chilly for that. But you got east winds starting up again tomorrow. So it'll warm it up. It's going to be 58 for a high tomorrow. And after that, back into, what, mid 60s and 70s, lower 70s. Water's clean and shallow, guys. It is, man. You could ski out here today. One thing I've learned about surf fishing up and down the coast, when it's flat, no current, man, it's not always the best thing. Yeah, west wind's good. If it's light, it'll clean it up, same as an east wind. The only difference is there's absolutely no current with a west wind. None. So a lot of the times that'll shut the fish down. Now in the springtime, that west wind, when they're in the surf, the trout absolutely love it, the big speckled trout. Get a west wind, you can throw that float out there, and they nail it. They're about to put in some more pilings out there. You don't know what these holes are? See these holes? A lot of people think those are sand fleas. They're shrimp mammies. Those little holes that you see water coming out of, those are shrimp mammies. They actually sell a little contraption that you can use to get those out of the holes with. It's like a little suction device, PVC suction device. Put it down there and you suck them up. And if you don't know it, the redfish absolutely love them. You just got to be careful because they will bite. They're like a praying mantis looking thing, but they can hurt you real fast. There's some sand fleas right there. I'm not getting in the water though. Maybe tomorrow. I got a bunch last night, so I don't need to catch any right now. As you can see though, the water is cleaning up. It's not, there's mullet right there. So hard to see though with this phone. There's a big school on top of the water out there. That's good. It means the blues and reds will still be in the surf. Mark, they're saying like end of next year, early 2022, so that's barring any setbacks. So let's hope we don't have any more pandemics, natural disasters, or anything else that could go wrong. Remember when they started it, the city forgot to pull the proper permits, so once they got to the water, they couldn't go any further until the proper permits were pulled. So they lost around 3 months of work time. Those 3 months, they would already been out towards the end, where the new end will be again. So the lady I talked to, she operates that crane. She said the divers already have them all marked. They already have all the tools ready. So once they add another section, they'll put the crane out there. They'll go down and start pulling up the old pilings. I'll have to get some video of that. That'll be pretty interesting to watch. She said they don't need clear water to do it either. She said the guy's been doing it all his life, so Hopefully he don't run into one of those Goliath groupers that hangs around there. Nah, probably not. It'll probably be like it was before. Usually 6 to 10 during the summer. And then in the winter, it was like, I want to say 6 to 8, sometimes 6 to 9. I mean, honestly, in the wintertime, like on a day like this, I'd be catching sheephead off the end. They get up on the pylons. But once the sun goes down out here, dude, it gets brutal. And there may be 5 or 6 people fishing, and that's it. Hold on, I'm trying to get a good shot. There's a school over here too. Trying not to get wet, man. I don't got my flip-flops on. I got my work shoes. Look at that dude. He's all puffed up. All right, the wave needs to go out a little bit, man. It won't go out. There's a school right in front of me. The wave just needs to go out some more. Where'd they go? You need those waves that come in and then retreat, a long, slow retreat, and they really pop up to the top. I can tell you one thing, it's rough offshore. What they call elephants on the horizon out there. All those little bumps are waves. You don't want to be out there in that. Yep, yesterday these waves, when they were breaking, it was solid brown. It's a light brown. I guarantee that water's gonna be nice tomorrow. Maybe this wave. If not, I'll have to get some video of the fleas tomorrow when I come to catch some more. See this trough, guys? How this runs down the beach? Right now, this is where the fleas hang. This is where I've been catching them good at high tide. They sit right on the edge. Right on the edge of all the little drop-offs. So when you see anything like this along the beach on the high tide as it's going out, that sandpiper right there, see, that's what he's looking for right there. Looking for sand fleas. That's all you look for. There's probably some in here now. In the winter in Ponte Vedra, I find them middle of December and January. I don't even get near the water. 5 or 6 foot back, I take a shovel and dig down 2 or 3 foot. It's a lot, but sometimes I'll find a whole herd of them just buried in the shell. Yeah, they don't want to show themselves now. There was a big school right here. I'll get you some footage tomorrow. I'll try to come when the tide's going out. That way you can see them. This is where I was getting them all the other day, though, all the sand fleas. They were thick in this little cut on the high tide. That's what you look for when you're fishing on the beach too, guys. Right here, you look for that. On a high tide, these whiting, they get in there and they're feeding heavily. And you can see this is where it empties out. So that'll create a run out as it starts to go out. Yeah. My feet might freeze if I get in it today. The water's still warm, but it's the wind. There's a few people fishing. They're throwing, looks like spoons. Probably catch a few bluefish. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get in my truck. Got one more job to do today. We'll be back tomorrow. Looks like the water should be nice tomorrow, so if you got a chance to fish, it'll be a little bit chilly, but the whiting and the pompano should be biting. I'll catch y'all later.